How you guys out there in VSG land? This is VSG Meyer reporting for week 30 and 31 post-op of my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Today is January 18, 2017. I did make a video last week. However, don't know why I did not post it. But in any event, I'll be covering both weeks in this video. It's about 7:17 in the morning. Down here in Coconut Creek, Florida. I'm on my way to work. Yes, I'm dressed pretty down today. For South Florida, 64 degrees. It's kind of chilly, so this gives me another reason to just wear what I want to wear to work. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'd like to welcome you as I embark on this lifestyle journey, this weight loss journey. And I'll say it as I say it every week, this is a journey. So let me give you my stats. So week 29, I had weighed in at 283 pounds. Last week, I actually gained 1.5 pounds, which was a little disappointing to me. I worked out rather often last week, well, the week before, I guess it is, but it just did not do well. I didn't eat tremendously bad. I told you I'm struggling with some sweets, so I had a candy bar here and there, and I'm not talking about like, oh, here and there means like, oh, I had 5 candy bars in a day. It's typically I'll get 1 candy bar a day or so, or every other day per se. My eating was pretty decent. My wife was cooking regular stuff often, so I was just a little perplexed when I got on the scale that I gained weight, and I felt heavier. For some strange reason, I felt like I was a little heavier. I don't know if it make any sense. But in any event, I went up to 284.5. So I went and I didn't hardly work out this week, which is crazy. Again, I'm having back issues. I went to the doctor and they just told me it was a muscle strain. So to be, a little cautious. So I didn't work out over the weekend except for Friday, I believe it was. I went yesterday, and I'm down to 279.5 pounds. I lost 5 pounds. Now, again, this surgery is extremely complicated in every sense of the word, because there's weeks I bust my ass in the gym and I eat extremely clean and I don't lose any weight, or I gain weight or something. However, I didn't do the best on anything for this current week, and I lost 5 pounds. I don't know. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. But I do have, when I go back and look at my videos, I have 4 weeks within these 31 that I did gain. And just to be, I like to be fair and honest. Like, I'll show you my weeks so if you can see it. So this is week 29. You can see my numbers, so I'm not telling you any lie. This is week 30, which was last week. You can see I was right there, 484, 284, whatever it is. Can't really, there we go, 284. And for this week, I did it week 31. You can see my numbers, 279.5. So I'm not making these numbers up. I'm not going to, just fabricate my weight loss and gains. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. Don't know what's going on with me. Really don't. I don't. And I'm at a loss for words to figure this out, because I think week 28, I lost like 5 pounds or something like that, or 6 pounds or something. And I really haven't been having those kind of weight loss in a while. They come sparingly now. It was that 1 or 2 pounds. But I'll say this, I'm still losing. And that's good. And I'm happy to see these pounds go off. I'm happy to see that fat number go down too. The closer I am to my ideal fat, I think I still have about 10% or something fat before I guess I'm the ideal weight. So I'm still obese. So I don't know. But in any event, things that are happening, I have absolutely no ass at all now. I have the no ass at all syndrome now. Like my ass is completely gone. I don't have any ass. The only thing I'm holding on to religiously is this damn stomach. It's not as big for real. It sits up higher, but of course, it's gonna be the last thing to go. I went to look for a trainer. One of my old students is supposed to train me, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford him. His price is just kind of crazy, and I don't want to cheat him on his craft. But unless he can, kind of meet me somewhere in between, I'm gonna have to look for another trainer, because I just feel like I've made it as far as I can on my own. The motivation is there, but I can't say that I'm pushing myself to the furthest limit, because one, I don't have a spotter when I'm in the gym. Anybody goes to Planet Fitness know that there's really no free weights or anything like that. And since it's the new year, people are hogging up the damn weight. So you can't, no matter what time you go in there, you have all these new faces that are on the machines, and you can't get to the machine that you need. So you find yourself doing other exercises, and it kind of makes you lack motivation, because those weren't the ones that you had on your itinerary to do. So that makes it very difficult sometimes and frustrating, because you're trying to find supplemental machines to work those body parts, and you just don't maybe like them, or don't feel like, I'm not gonna say get the results that you want, but you're not as motivated to do so. So I had told him in September that I was gonna possibly enlist him to help me on this journey, because I want to get stronger. I want the stomach to go down more, and I know working with somebody personally, if they're good at what they do, can help with doing that on top of your diet. Also, it is very important that your spouse or whomever you are with is a part of this process, because if they aren't, it makes it a lot easier for you to have judgment lapses in food choices. And I'll say that, and my wife told me this week that she was going to get on board for this, to help out, and not only for myself but for herself, because she's gained weight too. And I'm not saying that she should lose weight, but she says that she could stand to lose some weight, so I'll let that be said. So it does help when both people are on board. It does really help, because it is definitely a state of mind, and people around you, if they're being more conscious, it keeps you where you need to be. If they aren't, it is tough. It's not impossible, but it's very tough, especially if you're someone like myself, who I am self-motivated to do things myself, but it does get frustrating if someone is doing things in which you can't do or whatever. So it makes it difficult sometimes. And so I expressed to her a few weeks back, and everybody's on their own timetable, of course, but I expressed a few weeks back that, hey, listen, if I'm going to be successful at this thing, I need you on my team. And I'm not telling you that you have to do things exactly the way I do them, but you do need to be mindful of the things that you do around me, because ultimately it does affect people. We are the company that we keep in many cases. But to no avail, that's great. I got into a pair of jeans that I bought a few months ago. I'm wearing them actually today. They were kind of snug before, but they're a little loose. So that's great as well. Another issue is that I don't know, my skin is loose as hell. Even though I'm doing all this working out, it's still loose. Like when I was laying on my stomach the other day, my wife pointed it out to me, not in a negative way, but she was like, oh my God, like the thing that you think is fat is just skin. And she showed me a picture that she had taken of me from the side profile. And when I say I'm literally melting away, in a sense, that's exactly what it kind of looks like, melting. I'm somewhat melting away. Look at my damn look on the highway. It's traffic jam, and I normally didn't used to take the highway, but I found it being quicker to work. But it looks like I'm gonna get to work right at the threshold of being late. So this is a long video. I'm at 10 minutes today, and I could keep going, but I likely won't. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank all my new followers. Thank all my followers that have been loyal to me. Thank for all the kind words and motivation. This is a journey. I have to do what I need to do to get to where I want to be. Like I say, I'm comfortably in 2X in a lot of things, but 3X in some stuff. And I'm not talking about like 3XB, because anything with a 3XB on it is not working. I'm just talking about 3Xs in the regular store like Macy's and stuff. But it's cool. These jeans are size 42, which I'm trying to figure out how much bigger they'll be in like 3 months, 2 months. It's almost February, so February, March, beginning of April, so 2.5 months, because I didn't buy many jeans. I've only bought, not necessarily jeans, but I've only bought about 4 pair of pants so far. So that's not much of a, give up. But I am developing a shopping addiction again. I used to have a shopping addiction when I was larger, and those clothes were substantially more expensive. But these are relatively cheap. I usually catch stuff on sale like $15, $12. I think I've said that in a previous video. Probably the most expensive thing I bought, because I really, really wanted, was this shirt. It was like $40. And I don't think I ever used to buy shirts for $40. All my shirts were $90. But I don't know. Anyway, see you next week. Hopefully I'm having good news again and I ain't gaining any weight, because my wife swears when you weigh yourself, like it's weight storing itself to the next time you weigh yourself to defeat you. She's hilarious at times. But all right, peace.